Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So today we will be taking topic finalizing data migration, go live readiness, go live day and post live support. So starting with why we are doing migration, as we had discussed previously also, we are doing migration because we want to make sure that the migration will be smooth, seamless transactions to more robust ERP system while maintaining the integrity, accuracy and continuity of our business operations. So data migration is the process of transferring all the essential business information that lives in QuickBooks, such as customer details, transactions and financial data into NetSuite. So let's suppose think of data migration as packing our old home, which is QuickBooks, into boxes and carefully moving everything over to our new larger home, which is NetSuite. So we want to make sure nothing important is left behind and everything fits perfectly in the new space. So why is data migration is necessary? So it provides scalability and growth, which means as our business grows, QuickBooks may no longer meet our complex needs. So NetSuite can handle multiple business processes such as accounting, inventory and customer relationship management all in one platform. Also, it streamlines our operations. So by moving to NetSuite, we get a unified system that integrates various functions like finance, sales and supply chain, which eliminates the need for disparate systems and manual processes. Also, it provides us advanced reporting and analytics, where NetSuite offers us powerful reporting tools that allow for real-time insights into our business performance, migrating our data, which ensures us that we can take full advantage of these features. Then comes our avoiding data loss. So migrating data ensures that our historical data such as invoices, payments and financial transactions remain intact and accessible in the new system. So for concluding the same, by migrating our data from QuickBooks to NetSuite, we are setting up our new business for long-term success. So NetSuite offers us better scalability, robust features and the ability to integrate every part of our business into one streamlined system. So data migration is the bridge that helps us to get there without losing any valuable information, where we can think that we are moving into a bigger, better home where our business will thrive. So in our previous sessions, we have learned about functional testing, user acceptance tests and providing user manuals and documentation. So starting with functional testing for QuickBooks to NetSuite data migration. So functional testing is done to ensure that the system operates according to business requirements by verifying each module's functionality. It also covers workflows, transactions, reports and system configurations. So some key aspects for functional testing are: first, validating workflows, where we will ensure trigger correctly based on conditions. We will verify approvals, notifications and transactions function as expected. Then we will be testing for exceptions and error handling. Then comes our testing transactions, where we will validate creation, approval and posting of transaction, for example invoices, purchase order. And then we will ensure GL impact and financial postings. Third is saved searches and reports. So it confirms that search filters return accurate results and validates summary calculations and formatting in reports. Then comes our forms and custom fields, where we will ensure custom fields capture data correctly, and then we validate field level permissions and restrictions. Then comes our user roles and permissions. So there we will be verifying that users have appropriate access to functions and data, and then we will be testing role-based security compliance. Next is integration testing, where we will be ensuring seamless data flow between NetSuite and other integrated system, for example CRM and payroll. Then comes our error handling and exception scenarios, where test for invalid inputs and system responses to ensure robustness. Then we will be validating workflows, where workflows in NetSuite automates business processes by triggering validating workflows. So there we will be in workflows in NetSuite automates business processes by triggering specific actions based on predefined conditions. So functional testing ensures that workflows trigger correctly based on set criteria, for example approval processes and notification for if there's any changes in our reports which we have made in NetSuite. Then we will execute all steps in sequence as expected, and then we will be handling exceptions and errors appropriately, and then we will maintain data integrity and updating records correctly. Next is validating safe searches, where safe searches in NetSuite help retrieve and analyze data dynamically. So testing ensures that safe searches display accurate and relevant results based on applied filters and criteria. Also, it includes or excludes records correctly as per business logic. Also, it performs calculation and aggregations correctly, and it executes efficiently without performance issues. So both these validations ensure smooth automation and accurate reporting in NetSuite, which leads to a successful end-to-end implementation, which is data migration from QuickBooks to NetSuite. Then comes our user acceptance test. So first we will be conducting UAT session with end users. So UAT involves real users testing the system to ensure it meets business requirements before going live. So key steps included in conducting UAT sessions with end user. First, we will be providing training and test scenarios to end users for their benefits. Then we will be allowing users to perform real world tasks within the system, and then we will be monitoring and documenting any issues or deviations from expected behavior. Next, we will be gathering feedback and implementing necessary changes. So first we will be collecting user feedback on system usability, functionality and performance, and then we will be prioritizing issues based on criticality and business impact. Then we will be collaborating and users to implement fixes and improvements if there's any. Then we will be conducting reiterating to validate the changes, resolve reported issues. So successful UAT ensures the system is fully functional, user friendly and aligned with business needs before deployment. Then comes our providing user manuals and documentation. So user manuals and documentation are essential for guiding end users in understanding and efficiently using the system. So they should be clear, structured and easy to follow afterwards. So a well-structured user manual typically includes the documentation format like title page, where the name of the document, system name, version and date is mentioned. Then comes our table of content, where organized section of for easy navigation is given. Then introduction to the topic which we have taken, which is overview of the system, its purposes and the intended audience it captures. Then getting started, where it says basic systems setup, login instructions and user roles are there. Then comes our system features and functions. So there step-by-step instructions on key functionalities are there. Then is workflows and processes, where the explanation of business workflows and their automation is there. Then comes our safe searches and reports, where we can guide the end user on how to create, use and customize safe searches and reports. Then comes our FAQs and troubleshooting. So it reflects us common issues and their resolutions. After that, last page will be glossary and appendix, where key terms and additional references will be mentioned. Then comes our documentation, which I previously showed all of you in our previous session, that how can we make technical documentation for COA, UAT script, what are we giving to our end users for understanding what process need to be followed while uploading or importing data from QuickBooks to NetSuite. So I will again show it you all afterwards. So coming to our today's agenda, which is final data migration, go live readiness, go live day and post go live support. So starting with our final data migration. So this process involves transferring the last set of transactional data from the legacy system to the new system just before going live. The key aspects for the same are data extraction, where it identify and pull the final set of transactions from the old system. Then comes our data transformation, where format or converting data is needed to match the new system's requirement. Then data loading, where we will be importing the trans liabilities, equities, revenue and expenses in the new system are correct and consistent with the final balances from the old system. So this particular step is very critical because any discrepancies can impact financial reporting and operation, and it will make our project void if there's any error comes now. So key aspects for the same are reconciliation, where we will be comparing the opening balance in the new system with the closing balance of the legacy system to ensure consistency. Then accuracy check, where we will be verifying that all the financial data including adjustments are correctly transferred. Then comes our audit readiness, where we will be preparing documentation and evidence to support the balance validation, which may be required for internal reviews or external audits. Then lastly comes our system integration, where it ensures that the opening balance are correctly integrated with subsequent transactions in the new system for accurate ongoing reporting. So both of these steps are essential to ensure a seamless transition to the new system and to maintain the integrity and accuracy of the financial data moving forward. Then comes our conducting a go live checklist, where a go live checklist is a comprehensive tool used to ensure that the all necessary preparations are complete and all potential risks and are addressed before launching a new system or process. So the checklist serves as a final review to verify that every critical element is in place, minimizing the risk of issues during and immediately after going live. Then comes our key components. So first is system testing and validation, where we will be confirming that all testing phases like unit or integration and user acceptance test have been successfully completed and signed off by the end user or stakeholder. Then we will be validating that the system is functioning as intended with all the features and processes tested. Lastly, we will ensure that data integrity through final data validation checks are done. Second is data migration verification, where we will be ensuring that all the essential data, including transactional and master data, has been accurately migrated. Then we will be reconciling final transactional data and validate opening balances to confirm consistency between legacy and new systems. Third is user training and readiness. So in that we will be verifying that end users have received adequate training on the new system. Then we will be ensuring that user documentation, help guides and training materials are accessible. Fourth is system configuration and security, where we will be confirming that configuration of systems, user permissions and security settings are correctly established, and then we will be ensuring that backup and recovery systems are in place and functioning. Fifth is infrastructure and performance monitoring, where we will be checking that hardware, network infrastructure and any required integrations are properly set up and tested. Then we will be setting up monitoring tools to track system performance and detect potential issues early. After that comes our support and communication plans, where we will be defining the support structure for the go live phase, including roles and responsibilities. Then we will be ensuring that the communication channels are established for immediate issue resolution and stakeholders update. After that, we will be confirming that a contingency or rollback plan is in place in case of critical features. Then final stakeholder sign off, where we will be obtaining final approval from all relevant stakeholders, which ensures everyone is aligned and ready for the transition. Then we will be preparing document and review any outstanding issues or risks and assign clear mitigation plans. So in summary, we are conducting a go live checklist because it is a vital steps in ensuring that the system or process is fully prepared for launch. Also, it involves a thorough review of all technical, operational and support components to mitigate risk, and which ensures a smooth transition to the new environment is done. Then comes our monitoring system performance, where the purpose for monitoring system performance is immediately after go live. It's essential to monitor the system performance in real time to ensure that everything is running smoothly and to identify any potential issues before they escalate. Key aspects are, first we will be doing real-time tracking, where we will be monitoring tools to track metrics such as server load, response times and transaction processing speeds and error rates. Then comes our system logs, where we will use based on severity and impact on business operations. Then comes our rapid response, where we will be implementing a system for quickly triaging and resolving user issues with clear escalation paths for critical problems. Then we will be providing communication channels, where we will be maintaining clear and open communication with stakeholders, keeping them informed that about the status of issues and the progress of resolutions. Then comes our documentation part, where we will be recording details of each issues and the steps taken to resolve it. So this documentation is crucial for troubleshooting recurring problems and for post go live reviews. Fifth is our contingency plans, where we will be prepared with rollback or work around procedures if critical issues cannot be resolved immediately, which ensures business continuity. Lastly, feedback loop is there. So in feedback loop, it covers gathering feedback from end users to identify any problems that might not be immediately apparent through system monitoring alone. So in summary, we can say on go live day, continuously monitoring system performance and swiftly addressing initial issues are critical for ensuring a smooth transition. So this proactive approach helps maintaining system stability, fosters user confidence, and provides valuable insight for refining the system post-launch. After that, providing on-demand support. So the purpose of providing on-demand support is to ensure that end users receive immediate assistance as they begin using the new system, minimizing downtime and preventing minor issues from escalating into major problems. So key aspects for the same are: first is dedicated support channels, where we will be establishing help desk, live chats and dedicated phone lines to provide real-time assistance. Then rapid response, where we will be implementing a system for quickly triaging and resolving user issues with clear escalation paths for critical problems. Then for user guidance, we will be offering FAQs, user manuals and video tutorials to help users navigate the system, which reduce the needs for direct support. Then comes our feedback collection, where we will be regularly gather user feedback to identify areas where additional support or clarification is needed. Lastly, resource allocation, where we will be ensuring that both technical and business support teams are adequately staffed to handle support requests during peak times immediately after go live. After that, planning for enhancements and future upgrades. So for that, we have to maintain the system relevance and efficiency over time by continuously improving features, addressing emerging requirements, and incorporating technological advancements. So the key aspects for the same are ongoing evaluation, where we will be regularly reviewing system performance, user feedback and industry trends to identify areas for enhancement. Then we will be preparing roadmap development, where we will be creating a structured roadmap which outlines planned upgrades, new features and improvements based on prioritized business needs. Then comes our resource planning, where we will be allocating budget, personnel and time for future projects, ensuring that enhancement plans are sustainable and aligned with business objectives. Then comes our scalability considerations, where we will be ensuring that any upgrades or enhancement supports the growing needs of the organization, including performance improvements and additional functionalities. Then comes our changing management, where we will be developing a robust change management strategy to smoothly implement updates with minimal disruption to users. Lastly, communication is there. So we will be keeping stakeholders informed about upcoming changes, upgrade timelines and expected impacts on business operations. So in summarizing the same, effective post-go live support involves providing on-demand assistance to ensure a smooth transition for users and maintaining a proactive plan for future system enhancement. So this approach not only helps in addressing immediate issues, but also ensures that the system continues to evolve in line with organizational needs and technological process. So here are data migration from QuickBooks to NetSuite gets over, but let me show you all again the documents which we have prepared for UAT. So we have prepared a UAT script where we have provided login page, navigation page, how to land on company information, fiscal calendars, start of accounts, currency, items, journal ledger, vendors, customers, trial balance, balance sheet. If we want to import CS records, then where we have to go from here. Then we have provided all the insights tabs where we have to click and select for COA, customer, journal entries, like that. Then we will be mapping the same thing from source to target. Then we will be removing blank rows and columns and arranging journal data from Excel sheet only. Then as we can see, there is many blank spaces available in QuickBooks data. So once we press on this delete blank rows and columns, then this particular blank will be removed. Then once the blank rows and columns removed from, then we have to press the other button that will arrange the values according to target system. And now we have the requirement, we have arranged all the data as per the requirement of NetSuite. Then steps to upload journal, we have to select transaction. Under transaction we have to select journal entry, and then importing option. Then we have to click on next option. Then we have to give the name for importing map name, then save and run. Then we have to see confirmation in import job status. After that we get a error, so we have to click on CSV response, then it will be getting downloaded. Then we have to see in Excel sheet that what error is that. Then once we have changed the data as per the norms of NetSuite, then our journal is uploaded in NetSuite. So this is how we can make UAT PPT for our stakeholders. Then if they want script for the same, then we provide them this particular sheet where they can see what is the introduction, why we are preparing, company information, navigation, then with screenshot, then fiscal calendars, how can we make it according to our NetSuite or QuickBooks, then chart of accounts, then currency is there, then customers, then journal ledger, then vendors, then items, and after that customers navigation is there, and trial balance, which is already made by NetSuite automatically once the journal or COA are uploaded. So this is how and where trial balance will look like. Then balance sheet is there, how it looks like. Then steps for uploading CSV file in NetSuite. So we have prepared that particular scripting also for our stakeholders, so that they can get a knowledge of how to prepare or how to start migration of data from QuickBooks to NetSuite. So we have provided them all the details about it, and with screenshots also, which we have provided them all on PPTs also. So this is how our UAT will look like. Then if we want to see the technical documentation for COA, so it will look like this, where we mention document control, then introduction, why we are doing this, purpose of document, use of this document, and what purpose we are serving to them. And task 1 is to migrate 2 records of COA from QB to NS, where the steps, hurdles and process are there. So we will be downloading the CSV file from SharePoint, which is an external staging area, to our laptop, which is internal staging area. So process is I downloaded Excel sheet of date COA from QB. So what I received from QB, I received CSV format files related to COA. Number of files received is 1 format CSV. What hurdles and challenges I found, and I have mentioned all these things in my technical document, or we can say the migration of data document. So it covers all the things we have done in practical. I have provided theory so that we can get a knowledge of what we are doing in migration of data from QuickBooks to NetSuite. And also I provided reference link so that if stakeholder wants to see or visit NetSuite application, so they can check it from this link also. And after that we have provided ending page where we have mentioned if you have any queries, you can reach out to us. So as we wrap up today's webinar, I would love to thank you, each of you, for joining us and engaging with the content. Today we delivered into critical aspects of transitioning to a new system, from the meticulous process of final data migration, including migrating final transaction data and validating opening balances, to ensuring go live readiness through a comprehensive checklist. Also we explored the importance of robust post go live support with strategies for providing on demand assistance and planning for future enhancements and upgrades. So remember, the success of our transitioning lies in thorough planning, continuous monitoring, and a proactive approach to improvement. So by applying these principles, you can ensure not only a smooth go live experience but also long-term system stability and growth. So thank you once again for your time and participation. I hope you found the webinar both informative and actionable. If you have any further questions or need additional resources, please feel free to reach out. We wish you a very successful migration and success in your go live journey and future upgrades. Have a great day ahead.